Hello, my name is Eric Roeder. I work in business development for Codilation. We're a team of website developers, software engineers, and just overall super nerds. We develop apps and websites in the obvious technology hub that is Fargo, North Dakota. That summary of my life sounds dreadful to most of the world, but I absolutely love my community and I love my job. Every week I meet incredible people who are absolutely inspiring. They have new business ideas or are spearheading giant projects to make our community better, or just are smarter than me and have great professional knowledge to share. I thought it would be relatively selfish to keep all of this information to myself, so I decided to start a little talk show. Welcome to my office. My guest this week is Jeff Beck. Jeff and I have done all sorts of crazy things together. He's one of my oldest best friends, and we actually work together. And that can be trouble, but we made it work great. And so that's kind of the topic of this week's show, is it's working with great friends. All right, my guest this week is my best friend, Jeff Beck. And I've known Jeff for 20 plus years now. And my favorite part about getting old is I have old friends.
Yeah.
And so thank you so much for being here. I know too much about you.
I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, I know that's possible. Agree to disagree. But could you tell everyone else a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Jeff. I'm an executive team leader at Target. I grew up in Fergus Falls, Minnesota, where I met Eric in high school. Then I went to college at Moorhead State, where I went to college with Eric. And after college, we lived together for a bunch of years. And after that, I moved out to Bismarck with my wife and kids.
The end of our bromance.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, that was a tough day, but I still have some of the like nerdy, fantastic stuff. That I have the novelty cowboy that I got when we broke up in our bromance. So thank you. Jeff and I have actually done some of the worst things you can do to a friendship and made it through it. We lived together.
Yep.
We worked together, and actually you were my direct supervisor. Yeah. So that's kind of playing with a lot of fire. Can you kind of like talk a little bit about working with a good friend?
Yeah. One of the big upsides to working with a friend or hiring a friend is that you know what you're going to get. You know the pros and cons of that person, and it's almost like going on a blind date versus dating a close friend. If you date a close friend, you know them. You already got that relationship established. Blind date, you don't know what you're going to get. It could be good or bad or ugly or whatever.
And that's HR's call. And it's not your call. And like you get the good and you know the bad.
Yep.
And one of my bigger regrets, I don't regret it, but we were working together and we worked in a shop and the ceiling was high, but it wasn't too high. And at the end of one night, I taped all of the pins to the ceiling.
I remember this.
And I just taped them like, oh, this will be kind of funny. Jeff will come in and he can't write anything. Turns out Jeff came in and he had like an hour-long meeting with our manager about, how much time and tape I'm wasting. And so I'm sorry about the downfall that you knew, but you knew that working with me because we put, 20 bags of packing peanuts in somebody's car when we were 16 years old. And so that was going to happen. But we also, my favorite part of our friendship is we have some shared successes. Yeah. And that also happened when we worked together. Can you talk a little bit about our shared successes?
Yeah. The first thing I thought was really cool working with you is that I got to build a better culture with us there, and I think it kind of spread to not only we friends, but we built other friends within the same shop as well, too, kind of expanded. But the other cool thing, too, is that the more parts and more tune-ups you sold, the more sales it generated, which got me a bigger commission check. And then when I came home, I bought you more burritos.
You bought me reward burritos, and I remember you got a little bonus for me staying on after 90 days.
Yep.
You got a referral bonus. And he said, thanks for not getting fired. We should go have a burrito. And I'm like, well, what's a burrito? And like, since that moment, Qdoba has been a non-knowing sponsor of my life.
Yeah.
And so I made a little business chart this week to talk about some of my burrito consumption over the time that we've worked together. And so it's just, as you can see in here, I didn't eat a ton of burritos, and then we worked together.
Yeah.
And then I ate unlimited burritos.
Ironically, when we started working together, I believe there's only one Qdoba in Fargo Moorhead area. I think there's like 5 now.
I don't doubt it.
Coincidence.
I don't think it's a coincidence. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you for introducing me to the wonder of burritos. And so,
You're welcome.
Every week I like to see if there's anything that I can do for my guests. And so is there anything that we can do to help you in your role?
Yeah. Well, if you know anyone that likes to wear clothes, eat food, play with toys, good news, we have it all in one place for you to buy lots of at Target. So come on in and buy some stuff.
Except for you, Fergus Falls.
Ooh, that's why we have Target.com.
Target.com. Okay. Well, I'm in the web world, and I get the benefit of having a good website. So Fergus Falls people, Target.com, it's an absolute option.
Sorry, Mom and Dad.
And so I guess that's kind of it for this week. Jeff, thanks so much. We're in the middle of a move as a business, and there's not a ton of people that I would feel comfortable even asking to come and do this from my kitchen.
Hey, it's where I feel most comfortable with you.
It's a baby step up from Wayne's World because it's not my basement and it's not my parents. And so this is my place. And so thank you so much for being here. Stay classy, Fargo.
Yeah, awesome.
That one went well.
That was awesome.